Nice day today. It was pouring rain last night. No campfire on my Friday night. But now the rain has given way to some sunshine peeking out this afternoon, late afternoon. High 55. Oh, spring is in the air. I'm glad. I'm glad that as you saw earlier this week, I got out for a hike. That was a really good time. And I was hoping for a nice Friday night campfire with Craig too, but that didn't happen. Usual porch, so I didn't. That's why I didn't do a Friday night video because no point. I just wanted to relax. It's been a long week. A lot of things going on with work and schooling with the kids. It's been very stressful. So, getting back to the tobacco, initial light and tastings were very similar to Peterson Sherlock Holmes blend. I mean, that's what I'm saying. When you try new blends and you start finding nuances, because you know how it is. Go, you guys know in the smoking community how many different, I don't know, thousands of blends there are. There's bound to be doubles, right? With maybe a tweak or two here and there. I'd say this is a Peterson's blend. This is similar to Peterson's Sherlock Holmes blend with something else in there other than the Virginia Burley mix or whatever that they use. Virginia. I don't think there's any cavendish in that. But tasting wise, I think the Virginias, the hay grassy note. Hmm. But yeah, there's that other note that's in there. Hmm. If I remember when I go to edit this video, I'll put in description underneath the box what are the differences between this and the Peterson blend, like what's in it, side by side. What I'm liking it. I mean, I love Peterson. I mean, that's my go-to. Every time I buy a tin, open a tin, I buy a tin. I probably should just stock up. I mean, look how as soon as any inkling goes by that something might disappear, everybody goes crazy. Look, I can't even get Carter Hall no more. Now, who knows what they're doing? Well, I don't know why it went off the market like that. I mean, I know that they're getting rid of Prince Albert, which I didn't care for anyway. But like I said, it's up. I like Carter Hall over that because it's no fuss, no muss. It's just something that cheap, and you just put it in your pipe, and while you're working around here in the yard or walking the dog or whatever, something that you're not really have to like put your mind to. Some tobaccos are for that. You want to think about it and really enjoy tasting it while you relax. And there's others that you just want a quick smoke. Work. On your lunch break at work, something put in a small pipe real quick. For a quick smoke or whatever. You don't want to sit there and bring a whole tin of, you know, Peterson or whatever your blend is that you go to. I'm just enjoying this Saturday afternoon. Oh, nice mild. I may try and get a campfire going later tonight. I don't know if I'll film anything, but everything's wet. The ground's wet. Everything's wet. The wood is dry. It's just the brush is wet. Unless we get some sticks that are real small that will heat up real quick. And I got plenty of newspaper too, so it's an idea. There's no more rain today in the forecast. I got to see about tomorrow. I know it was supposed to be a real crappy weekend, just rain all weekend. So I don't know if this is like the reprieve before tomorrow, and then it comes back in tomorrow. Oh, excuse me. Mm-hmm. but very similar notes to Peterson's Sherlock Holmes blend to a T. There is just a slight nuance of difference that I'm picking up. So I guess if you can't can't get a hold of Peterson's Sherlock Holmes blend or something, you can pick this up, this Orlik Racing Green, and just as a substitute. It's always good to have a substitute. Like like the knockoff brand. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not that this is a knockoff brand of Peterson, but like it's so similar that it's almost the same to me. You might have another opinion. Like I said, smoking, cigars, tobacco, whatever. It's just a matter of the tongue. What you think. This is all opinionated, obviously. Some people I found on other reviews of Sherlock Holmes blend, they find it too bland. They find it, they don't like the Virginias or whatever. Too much of that hay, grassy note, and it doesn't do nothing for them. And I can see that. It's a more mild blend. I mean, you don't have that smokiness like you do in some of the English blends and things like that. I like that. So, after smoking this for a period of time out, I like to go to that as my go-to. The Peterson Balkan blend or any of those Bill Bailey's Balkan blend. Ratch Ray's accounting mixture I've tried and had, and they all have that similar smoky-esque English blend or Balkan blend. They all got that smokiness to them. So if I'm in the mood for campfire smoke, as I call it, I go for one of them. Or for Cillier's Rations, Earth and Home, I think that's by. They all have it. Earth and Home's also Brick House or Black House. All similar, they're on that smoky level with me. So it's like I can just whatever's on sale, I'll go grab. So thanks for coming along with me and hearing me rant and shoot on this Saturday afternoon. But yeah, this one's a good. I would definitely get this one again. Just like that cherry blend that I just had. The Casey Jones Last Ride, or it's not Last Ride. Whatever it is. It's in there on my list. The cherry blend. I still have like a pinch or two of that left. So I think I'm good with the cherry for now. And since I just opened this, so I'll be working on this in Peterson, which didn't realize this was so similar. It's almost like having the same thing back to back. So I guess once I'm done the Peterson, because the Peterson will be done probably before this blend, I'll see either I may order something else, or I still have that Margate that I won from New Jersey Piper Benzgall, the Margate blend. I still have that, but I'm like, I might just hold on to that and just open it for a special occasion. I mean, I'm not into, I don't buy into the whole thing about aging tobacco. I'm on the similar scope of have it while it's fresh. Don't wait 10 years to have something. You never know what might happen. In the future, right? And you never got to try it. So, but in the same token, yeah, like say for instance I didn't like this, and then people who follow that belief that just put it in a jar and put it away and cellar it and age it. Well, if you didn't like it now, well, the reason why you're going to may like it later is because the tobacco is drying out and it's old. It's expired tobacco. You may even have to rehydrate it if it gets too crunchy. It's sitting in a jar all those years, right? And I can't even remember what breakfast tasted like this morning to tell you that, oh, my breakfast for dinner is better than the breakfast I had this morning or 2 days from now. How is your taste going to change with that? All right, I'm not looking for comments for arguments or whatever. Like I said, that's my opinion, and you're entitled to your opinion. But I don't believe in aging tobacco, just like I don't, with home brewing, I don't believe in aging beers. Maybe certain ones that have like too much of a certain note in the beginning, yeah, that will peter out. If it's an IPA, you got to drink it fresh. The hops will be gone within 6 months, 5 months. So same token in that, I've never held a beer more than 3 or 4 months. I'll keep one bottle on the shelf, and as a special occasion, like when I'm 3 brews later, and be like, oh yeah, there's this bottle, and try that, And then sometimes it's still good. Sometimes it's like whatever. It was better when it was fresh. But yeah, I mean, I don't see how tobacco would get better because, like I said, it's going to dry out. It's getting old. So then, I mean, I understand maybe buying a tin is something that doesn't exist anymore, and someone had it in their cellar for like the last 20 years, and you got to rehydrate it if the can didn't bust or whatever. Again, sure, that's something that you've never had or can't acquire anymore. I understand that, but something that you get every day. I've noticed that when Peterson's went over to the new company, and it's the same tobacco, it's the same, whatever, as what was it, Dunhill, I guess. So I'm figuring that with the Dunhill, it's the same recipes, it's the same tobacco, it's just, they have the same recipes. So I noticed that once they did switch over, I had an old tin of Peterson Sherlock Holmes blend, and then I had a new tin when it first came out. I noticed that the topping note that gives it that essence or whatever, that with the dark fruit or whatever, was too much more like a port wine. It was like very very strong in the can, and I almost didn't like it. It was so strong. I was smelling it in the can. I'm like, this does not smell the same. And I thought they actually changed the recipe, but I put it in my jar, and then after a week or two in the jar, it started to mellow out. So I get it when it's like that fresh in a tin. But this tin right now that's been sitting that I'm smoking now, that Peterson, from the time that they took over the company, that tin right there is fine. When I opened it up, it was the way I always smelled it. So I think I got a tin that was like right off the press. So I think, like, if you want to talk about aging tobacco, if you buy a tin that says 2021, and it's April 2021, and the tin is just right off the presses, I say hold on to it for a year, and then open it in a year. Open it in 2022. Then you get, then it will mellow out to where it's good. But anything after that, it's like expired. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm going off on a tangent, but hey, this will be the video for it'll carry you through till next week, I guess, till I come up with something. If you lasted with me this long, cheers to you. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go enjoy this. I'll let you go. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and remember, let's set sail.